So listen, this summer we not reading about no racial trauma. We're not crying, okay? We are having good vibes. We are having fun. We reading about mess that doesn't involve us. We reading about all the drama that does not involve us. And most importantly, we reading about good sex. Let's get into the video. Okay, so in this video I'm going to obviously be talking about some books that I recommend that y'all pick up this summer, because in the summer my brain just be on autopilot and I just be wanting like quick, to the point, messy drama, erotica. Just give it all to me. Give it to me quickly. Get to the point. I don't want to have to wait until I get into the meat and potatoes for the book to take off. I'm not doing that. I don't want y'all doing that either. So the first book I'm going to be recommending is Summer on the Bluffs by Sunny Hostin. This is now 3 books in a series, and this book was actually a bit of a surprise for me, because I really didn't know what to expect when I picked it up a few summers ago. But it was honestly exactly what I needed at the time. It was summer, it was hot, and I was actually in Atlantic City hanging out with my mom. And I don't typically do much reading when I'm away anyway, but I was like, I could listen to it in between, whatever. But it was giving me exactly what I needed. So it is about this woman named Amma, and Amma is very rich. Amma is very rich. She has a house in Oak Bluffs, which is in Martha's Vineyard. If you don't know, Oak Bluffs is a real place where a lot of prominent black people used to come and hang out there for the summer. One thing that I do like about this series that Sunny has put together is that each book is set in a different prominent kind of exclusive community of black people, right? So this one is just literally in Oak Bluffs. So we meet Amma, and Amma is she has this house in Oak Bluffs. She has 3 goddaughters. She invites her 3 goddaughters to spend the summer with her, which is not out of the ordinary. They've been spending the summers with her since they were little, right? But this time she wants them to spend the summer with her so she can decide which out of the 3 of them she is going to give this house to. I know, drama, as you can imagine. So it is exactly what we need, right? So lots of drama, lots of secrets, because each one of these goddaughters have their own skeletons, honey. A lot of skeletons. The godmother got her own skeletons. So it's a lot to uncover here, and I'm telling you, this is a book that you could definitely read while you chilling on the beach. And just like, this is the definition of a beach read, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. So definitely lock into that one. Another book I want to recommend is Will You Be Ours by Charlie Harper, and this is a erotica, as you can imagine. It is a poly erotica, and I loved every minute of it. This is about a woman who is a painter, and she paints very erotic images. Okay, she has a married client who she's been buying a lot of her work, and after a while she decides that she kind of wants the real thing. So what I do like about this book is that I like that it involves a married couple that is kind of looking for a third, and they want to keep everything just kind of equal. You know what I mean? It's not on some drama. It's not on some, I'm up here and you're down here. It is very much like, yes, we want you to be with us. The sex is great. Like I very much enjoyed this book. I'm not gonna say anymore because this is very short. It's only like 90 pages. So you literally could just be on a beach and then pull out your Kindle. It is on Kindle Unlimited, by the way. And you could just finish it while you laying out somewhere and chilling. Another book I want to recommend is The Replacements by Shay Sanders, and this is the first book in a series. This one specifically is a grumpy boss romance, and Taurus is such a grumpy boss. Like, he is just like he is just so, he's just rude, you know what I mean? A lot of times when it's like the grumpy sunshine type of trope, sometimes the grumpy guy can just be kind of nasty to the female. But I didn't find Taurus to be nasty. I don't find that sexy when they just nasty and they just coming at the sunshine. I don't like that. Now, he was rude now. He was definitely rude, but he was not mean and nasty. So this is the type of grumpy that I like. So Taurus is, a big wig in this company, and Savannah ends up getting a job working for him as his assistant. Savannah is now going through a divorce. And she needs a job now because she wasn't working while she was just married to her husband. Now she realizes, I need to support myself now. Okay, so she becomes his assistant, and he is just like, when I tell you, cold as ice. He wants nothing to do with her, and she is just completely just like being her sunshiny self, just chill, making food, bringing in extras to work the next day. This man ain't had a home cooked meal in I don't know how long. Okay, and slowly she just really starts to melt his ice, and when she finally does, it's so good. It's cute, it's hot. I love romantic office settings, like I do. Like, shut the door, get on the desk. Like, I love that. I love it. Okay, so the next one I'm going to recommend is actually book 2 in this series. Book 3 is coming out in July, I think. But yes. So Taurus has 2 brothers, Isaac and Victor. So book 2 is Victor's story, and it is called Star-Crossed. And Victor, he's an asshole. He's an asshole. This one is more of a enemies to lovers, okay? And I very much enjoyed this one as well. And I'm gonna be honest, I do not really fool with enemies to lovers tropes. I don't. Usually when I hear that, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe being that I had already enjoyed Shay Sanders' writing in The Replacements, I was like, you know what? I'm going to check out Star-Crossed because I feel like she could probably do something with it. And she did. So we meet Victor and Electra. Victor and Electra, they used to work together at a company about 12 years ago. They both end up getting fired for whatever reason, right? And they both blame each other at the end of them getting fired. So now they hate each other. 12 years, they still hate each other. And then they run into each other, trying to pitch the same company for the same job. And the company decides, you know what? I want both of y'all to work on this together. So y'all gonna both work on this project together. And it's forced proximity, which we also, I like that. I do like forced proximity because, they gotta be around each other. What are they going to do? Eventually, So Victor says that Electra is an ice queen. And Electra says that Victor is an asshole. And they're both right. Cause we get dual point of views, which I absolutely love. I love being able to be in both of their heads and see, how they feeling at each point in time, right? One thing they both cannot deny is that they're both very attracted to each other. They're just like, yeah, you know, he's handsome, but he's an asshole. Then I was just thinking, so what's gonna happen when he stops being an asshole? Then what happens? You know? So I really enjoyed this one. I actually finished this one recently because it came out maybe like a couple weeks ago. Like, it has not been out long. This is also on Kindle Unlimited, and yeah, it's again, it does what it needs to do. It's quick, it's fast. Oh, the sex in this one is just delightful. Delightful. Yeah, because Victor actually has a stocking fetish, so that was interesting to be in the mind of somebody who has a stocking fetish. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. The next book I want to recommend is Valentine's Day with Somebody's Daddy by Diamond. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not Valentine's Day. I know. But listen. Let me cook for 1 second. Just let me cook for 1 second. It's the Valentine's Day part don't even matter. It just get that part out your head, right? So listen, imagine a dude got his side chick pregnant, right? A married man, by the way, gets his side chick pregnant. She has the baby. She's at the crib. She's at her house, right? He decides, you know what? I just really got too much to lose. So she has to go. She has to go, right? And his father is pretty much a retired hitter. So he tells his father to go handle it. Oh, his father handles it all right. He handles it all right. Oh, he handles it for a hot minute, okay? This book was just... this book was just the most... Listen, it's ratchet as all hell, but it's so entertaining. I'm sorry, like, you cannot tell me this book is not entertaining. It's perfect for the summer. Like, it is perfect for the summer, okay? Because it's mess. It's just mess on top of mess. Now, what I will say is that there's a lot of cheating going on in this book. So if you have a problem with that, you can't read that on the page, you might want to skip this one. But if you don't care, like I don't care, long as it ain't my situation, I can read about it all day long, okay? And it is just like, to me, the book is like, the things that go on in this book, you just like, oh, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's so good. It's good, it's short, and it's to the point, and it's gonna give you what you need to get through the summer. Like, it is. Another book that I want to recommend is Wahala by Nikki May. Now, I do want to say, in case somebody pull up my Goodreads, I only gave this book 3 stars, me personally. And that was only because I felt like it was too much mess. But things are different now. We're in the summer. We're here for the mess. So I feel like if there's ever a time where you was going to pick this book up, this is the best time to do it. I can't take that away from this book. It is one of the messiest books that I have ever read. Okay? So Wahala follows 3 Nigerian friends. And, you know, this is a friend group that, and I will use that term loosely. I will use that term loosely because even when I closed the book, I was just thinking, you know, were they all friends? I don't know. You know, this is certainly not a book I would recommend for people that like books about sisterhood. But we will say that, yes, this is a friend group. And it's a lot of secrets. They all have a lot of secrets. A lot of the secrets slowly become uncovered as you continue to go through the book. I really enjoy, one of them really likes to cook, so there's a lot of like food references in this book, so I really enjoyed that as well. There's a lot of who can you trust in this book. Some of it I personally could see a mile away, which is another reason why I had taken a star away, because you know, some of the stuff I could see, you know, before it happened, but then there were some things that I didn't see. So you know, again, you know, I didn't want to exclude this one, because there are people that really enjoy this book, and I can see why they do. All right, now another book that is also on Kindle Unlimited that is really gonna have y'all hot in the pants this summer. If you haven't read it already, you got to pick it up. Okay, this one is Wet Dreams on Lockdown, The Unit Manager by Nay. This is one of those series where a bunch of different authors have written their own, you know, their own book in this series. So it's not like it's a thing where it's like actually in order. So it's a different book with a different author, right? So this one is The Unit Manager. This one I really enjoyed. Apparently, I really like reading prison sex. Apparently. Who knew, right? Who knew? Maybe you should see if you feel the same way. Because I was just like, oh, whoa, okay, all right, that's what we're doing, okay. Very creative. We're all so creative, aren't we? This one, when I finished reading this, I was definitely thinking that even though this was Nay's first erotica book, like, she did her thing. She absolutely did her thing. I was just like, this might be where she should stay, because there was like actual plot. I do like erotica that has like some actual plot. You know, I don't want to just like, you know, constantly when they see each other, then the music come on. Like, I need a little bit of conversation. A little bit of conversation, a little drink at the bar first, you know, just something. Let me see the chemistry, you know. And Nay gives us that. So I love that we get all of these things, and it's wrapped up in a bow, and well, not exactly wrapped up in a bow, but it's kind of wrapped up in a bow, kind of, sorta, right? I felt closure when it was over, right? Now we meet the unit manager and the inmate. I can't remember his name, but he is very out there with it that he wants her. He wants her bad. And every time she walks past his cell, he letting her know. He letting her know how bad he want her, how he want her, all the things. And I'm just like, oh me. Oh my. Like, the levels this man will go to get to this woman is very interesting. It's very yeah, this was good. This was good. And this is absolutely the perfect time to read this, because it just screams summer. Even though it came out months ago when it was cold, this book really screams summer to me. To me anyway, because you know, it's quick, it's fast, it got a little 1-2-1-2, and you're done, right? I like that for us. I like that for us all summer. Okay, so I am going to continue to be on the lookout for more books that I could just feed y'all for the rest of the summer, because I feel like we on the same page. We on the same page, you know. I might dip in a 700 pager. I have my eye on a couple of urban fictions that are very long, but I have been having very good luck with very, very long urban fictions. So I'm open. I'm open to them. But just urban fiction, the 700 pages. I'm not picking up the Count of Monte Cristo this summer. Even though I really want to read it, I'm not doing it. We're not doing it. It's on hold. It's on hold. All the tiny font, and I see you in September. Okay. So that is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already for more bookish content. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.